Today on the podcast, we're going to be diving into some really interesting AI news out of Wall Street and specifically about the Nasdaq and what they're doing with AI. They just got some really interesting approval. We're going to be diving into that. This is my first full day back in Arizona after being out of the country in Canada for the last 2 months. For those that missed the drama, essentially I was supposed to get in the day before yesterday, but my first flight was delayed. So then they canceled my second flight. And they said it was due to an unavoidable IT error. So I pretty much got no hotel, had 2 kids and a pregnant wife, and had to stay overnight in a different city. Then yesterday morning, flew into Arizona. So in any case, I'm back in the game. You should expect nothing but high quality podcasts streaming to you live. I'm back in the Arizona studio. We're going to be getting the video all set up pretty soon. So if you watch this on Spotify, we're also going to be getting this on YouTube pretty quick and on social media. So exciting things coming down the pipe. But let's dive into the episode about the Nasdaq today. Welcome to the AI Chat Podcast. I'm your host, Jaden Schaefer. Make sure that you go to aibox.ai, link in the show notes, to join the waitlist for our new AI platform. We're going to be launching an incredible platform that allows you to build anything you want with workflows in AI. So you're able to chain together ChatGPT and image generators and audio generators to make really powerful apps for your organization, or you can host them on our marketplace and actually generate royalties from them. So make sure to go to aibox.ai and join the waitlist. In addition, if you like the podcast, if you could do me a massive favor and please leave us a review on Apple or Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast. This helps me be able to get better guests on here as they check the reviews to see how you guys are liking it. So if you could please do that, I would really, really appreciate it. Have you ever wanted to start your own podcast? I record and publish podcasts on a platform called Spotify for Podcasters, and I absolutely love it. Essentially, you can upload from your phone or computer, and it distributes to every platform that plays podcasts. They support video podcasts, and you can make money on the platform with ads or even podcast subscriptions, something that has made my life so much easier as a podcaster. So if you're interested, I highly recommend you give it a try. You can download the Spotify for Podcast app or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started on your podcast today. So the interesting thing here is that Nasdaq Incorporated has just received the green light from the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, of course, the SEC, to introduce the market's first AI-driven order type. So this groundbreaking development has the potential, I believe, to significantly enhance the speed and also the efficiency of an already very, very high velocity market. The stock market right now is crazy. All sorts of stocks are on a tear, and there's all sorts of very interesting things that are happening right now in that space. But in any case, this approved order type, which is known as the dynamic midpoint, extends life order, or MELO, and it aims to accelerate the rate at which trades are matched and to minimize market impact. So both of these are crucial factors to optimizing trading outcomes for investors. But essentially what the SEC has opted not to comment on the matter. So that's an interesting stance. And Nasdaq's announcement comes at a time when the interest in AI applications in the capital markets is steadily growing. So traders employ various different order types as programmed instructions to guide exchanges in the handling of their trades. And the M-ELO, or MELO, initially launched back in 2018, and it's strategically designed for investors who play the long game. So it operates on a 10 millisecond waiting period to enable longer term investors to interact and trade with one another. So the dynamic iteration of MELO is particularly innovative as it utilizes a form of AI known as reinforcement learning, obviously, right? And this AI technology observes market behavior and makes real-time adjustments to the holding period. So the ultimate goal is to enhance both the quality of trade executions and the percentage of orders filled in the market. And according to Nasdaq's own research, the AI-infused order type has delivered promising results. So they say that there is a 20.3% increase in fill rates and an 11% reduction in markouts. So these statistics underscore, I think, the potentially transformative impact of AI-powered solutions in capital markets. Now, I'm definitely not a financial guru. I am no expert in this field, but from the layman's understanding, let me give you the layman's understanding of this. And I'm sure if there are people that are, if there's incredible traders, make sure to join our Facebook group and give your own comments on this. But from my understanding of this, from someone that is not financial advice and not a financial guru, I've seen this in a small scale. So back when the crypto markets were a ripping 2 years ago, I saw this in a sense where I would very frequently, if you try to sell low cap coins or coins with, like they're not very popular, they're kind of these altcoins, these smaller coins. The problem would be there's only so many buyers, and sometimes it's hard to find buyers. So there's something you could do where essentially you would adjust you'd adjust the rate that you would sell these coins. You pretty much put a discount on them. So you're like, I will sell my coin for the market rate, or up to 10% lower than that rate. There's some other adjustments you could do. Anyways, you pretty much have to you'd have to keep increasing your discount rate. I forget what the technical term for that is, until a point where it's gonna just sell instantly. Now, I'm assuming this is the same issue that we're seeing right now with these long-term traders. When they say long-term traders, I'm assuming that also means quote unquote whales, right? These big traders, they have really big, they have super large portfolios. And so when they're trying to liquidate, I'm assuming that that's a little bit tricky. So with this new AI system, essentially, they're getting a 20% increase in fill rates. So I'm believing that the fill rate, it's easier for them to actually fill the sale at the right price with this AI, the way that it's selling it. And it's having an 11% reduction in markouts. So that's my basic understanding of it. If I'm incorrect, feel free to correct me. But Owen Lau, who is a senior analyst at Oppenheimer & Co., he highlighted the competitive advantages of this new development, and what it could offer the Nasdaq. And this is what he said, quote, "This new order type can increase order fill rate and reduce holding times if successfully implemented, which could help Nasdaq take market share from other exchange operators." So this is interesting because this is, not necessarily, this is obviously something that benefits the quote unquote consumer, whoever's consuming these services, right? The traders and whatnot. But by being able to more effectively fulfill these trades, they're arguing that the Nasdaq itself, the entire exchange that hosts many stock companies, obviously the Nasdaq isn't the only stock exchange, but they're saying this is actually going to help the Nasdaq as a whole to, essentially take market share from other exchange operators, so its own competitors. So very interesting. People are quite bullish on this, right? They're literally saying this is going to make the entire Nasdaq do better. Very interesting to see how this plays out. I think in summary of this whole thing, Nasdaq's kind of newly SEC-approved AI-driven order type has the capability not just to revolutionize trade executions, but also to underscore the really big role of artificial intelligence in financial markets. So with early metrics indicating improved efficiency and performance, I think the new order type could potentially significantly alter the landscape of modern trading. Definitely an area we'll be following into the future, and I'll keep you informed on.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. That's the sound of switching your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling. Harness the best converting checkout and same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Stop leaving sales on the table. Discover why millions trust Shopify to build, grow, and run their business. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech23.
Thank you for listening to the AI Chat Podcast. If you enjoyed the podcast, I'd appreciate it if you rate me wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you're looking for an innovative group of AI enthusiasts, make sure you check out our Discord channel and also our Facebook community. It's obviously a lot more interactive than a podcast, where we can actually share software tools, prompts that we're using in everyday AI. I'll leave a link for those in the description below.